Hey up, hello and welcome and a very warm welcome to Grim Sim Labs. Hope you're having a great day, a great week, a great month. Thanks very much for joining me. We are going on another adventure. The wine table is getting filled. How are you all doing? Nice to see you all. Look, we are carrying on our adventure. What auctions are we going to? We are going to... Why is it not telling me? Oh yeah, because I need to press that. Auctions and 5 what's in the box. Two level 5s and what's in the box. Well, I mean, they seem daft not to do, don't they? So let's go do them straight next to each other, which is quite cool. Do we put the sword in here for now? No, we'll carry it around with us. I do need to take that sword back. I don't think I've got that sword. I may have it, but I don't think we do. Who knows? Cool. Thought we could take a little bit of a deeper chat today. Maybe deep, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows where it'll go? And let's talk about world crisis. No, let's not. Let's talk about 2024 because we are nearing the end of the year, and so I typed into Google the top 5 news stories of. Oh, speaking of news stories, there's a news story happening outside right now as the police go by. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I do live by quite a main road. Sweet, I've just took these out because I don't like how they're positioned. So yeah, but we'll figure it out. Hello, let's go. We'll probably... Oh, hey, loads of prezzies. Prezzies. Another sack. What else have we got? Piano. Is that a different piano? It feels like it might be a different piano. Maybe not. Oh, a grandfather clock. That's cool. I bet that's legendary, actually. We've never seen that. That's cool. So yeah, news events of 2024, and the first news event that it's mentioned is global elections, a shifting political landscape, and I agree. I think that is a huge news story this year. Obviously, you had the general election in the US, of which Donald Trump won, and the UK general election, which Labour won. What was more surprising, I think, about the general election in the UK was the amount of votes that the Reform Party got this year. They had a very strong showing and actually got a lot of Conservative supporters. And Trump, I mean, it's hey, he got voted in. People wanted him in, and while I think he is an idiot at times, he's also got very passionate about something, which is immigration. And I feel like at the minute the world wants that resolving. However, that is resolved, or a better understanding of it, maybe. I don't know what the answer is. But I think that's what people want, you know. And I think that's why the Reform Party did well, and I think that's part of the reason Trump did well. Trump's big thing is about building a wall, which is cool. People have voted him based on that. And you know what I mean? It's that's like an electric one. I feel like that's a different piano. That's a different piano, isn't it? Oh, bloody kayak, they're massive. Anything else cool in here? Yeah, okay. So I feel that that's part of the reason that he won for sure. And yeah, I don't know what the answer is. Like, I think it needs to be addressed. Something needs to be addressed, but I don't know how. And so that was one of the biggest news stories of the year. And when it comes to Labour, I've always been a Labour supporter myself. I'm pretty much a working bloke, do you know what I mean? And that's who Labour have always been to support. And when Keir Starmer got into power, like I've been quite political in the past, you know. I remember at Download one year. It was when Corbyn was going into power, and I don't think Corbyn was the best, you know. Honestly, I can look at things both ways. Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty like, I can have a conversation about it. I don't need to say who's right and who's wrong. We all make our opinions based on different factors. Do you know what I mean? But to look at the sort of overview of it, that's cool. A sledge. Is that a Christmas item? No, it's not. It's not even a Christmas item. Check that out. Is this the right thing to put here? No, maybe that table. Let's get that. There we go, and then we can flip it over and hopefully get a little bit of space to put stuff on there. What do you reckon? Like that, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm always quite happy to listen to political views, but then I hate stuff. I've got my own political views. I've been quite a staunch Labour supporter for many years. I've been to rallies. I've gone with my little flag, my little red flag, and waved it. And this year it didn't really feel like a big deal, actually, because we kind of just knew it was going to happen. You know, so while in years in the past I've been dead upset, this year I wasn't like dead happy, because I was just like, well, yeah, we kind of knew it was going to happen. What we didn't know was going to happen was reform was going to do so well. And again, I do think it's a concern that the public have that needs addressing. I don't know how you address it. I don't know if it's education of how bad that perceived issue is. There we go. How about that? So I personally don't think that it's as bad as we think it is, but I think that we're not being told, you know, how many illegal immigrants are coming in, because we're I think we're just letting us. Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't think it's as bad as it's made out to be. But that's just my personal opinion. So there we go. Oh, it did get heavy, didn't it? I knew it would. As soon as I saw the top story, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start getting ranty about this. And I don't really want to get ranty. Like, I don't think you should support Labour. I think you should support whoever the hell you want to support. Do you know what I mean? Whoever offers you it the best at the time, whoever's manifesto is on you. But years ago at Download, I remember I was really pissed off with one of the newspapers, The Sun. Of course it was The Sun, because they're just tabloid crap. And they'd written an article called Jeremy Corbyn, and there was a big picture on the front page of the news. Oh, that's a legendary bag of money. Sweet. On the front page of the news, with Jeremy Corbyn with a trash can lid on his head, looking a bit like Oscar the Grouch. And I was like, yeah, that's really, really crap, right? This is like, we're not going to talk about the manifestos. We're not going to talk about what they're doing. We're just going to turn it into some sort of satire. So I went into Castle Donington and I bought every single newspaper that they had of the Sun, and I stood at a bin at Download Festival, a big sort of skip bin, and I was offering them to people that wanted a free paper, if they wanted to talk to me about how crap this media's sort of portrayal of this is, and then we could have a conversation about it. And if they want to put it in the bin, then they absolutely can. And so people were just coming up to me, having a nice little chat. Wait, it's what's his name? JFK. That's it. Sweet. We ain't got JFK, have we? Gotta catch all the presidents. So yeah. Cool. Next story. I told you it was going to be a light one. That's cool. Christmas present bag. That's a nice one. I feel like we're quite crowded. Oh, nice Christmas sock. I like them. I want them all around my door. You know what I mean? I just think they'll look nice. Sweet. I want that sack as well. So, do we get the sack out? Yeah, get the sack out. I need to see what other items we're going to get in this other locker yet. Let's just do the other locker, shall we? Auctions, and this one. There's another one here. Let's have a go. Let's have a look at what the second news item is. It is the Israeli-Gaza-Lebanon conflict, which has been a bit of a mess. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't mean to upset anyone. Israeli-Palestine crazy conflict has been going on for a while now. I was really upset last year when, because it really affected me, because I doom scroll. So when I hear stories about stuff, I want to understand it. So and because I don't trust the media anymore in terms of what we say, I go onto the internet and scroll Twitter and just see some horrific things that can't be faked. But at the same time, they are horrific. I'm just going to let these bid up while I just go put my cheese in the oven. Just bear with me. 1 second.
More.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry, I ain't got long to film all these, so I'm just trying to eat and film and everything at the same time. Anyway, yeah. So the the Palestinians flew into an Israeli festival and killed, I think, was it 400 people? Horrific stuff. And then Israel attacked them back and caused a genocide. and it's all horrific. It's all just horrific. It's like there's just no good anymore. It's just all bad. You know what I mean? And it's sad, really. It's really sad because Israeli have really sort of kicked out, and NATO says to them like, stop. You know what I mean? And they've not stopped, and because they've had enough, and at the same time, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. It's a mess on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've got another piano there. Let's see, it is a different piano. Yeah, we are going to take this now. I just want to take some of the bigger items and just make sure we've got space for them. So yeah, we can do that manually. And so yeah, so that's been an absolute mess, and then it's just keeps escalating and getting worse, and no one's happy, you know, no one's happy in that. So yeah, why are these good news stories? Where's the good news stories? Surely there's some celebrity news stories, something like that we can use to ignore everything. Cool. The Russia-Ukraine war is number 3 on the list. Yeah, man, that's well, prolonged war. You know, I mean, that's been going on for quite some time now, and it's been pretty horrific. And it continues. It continues, and no one seems to be getting anywhere. I think the perception is when Trump got in that there might be words that were said and stuff like that, because obviously him and Putin had some sort of relationship in the past. I think he thinks he can stop it. I think that might end up being Donald's legacy, that he ends up getting involved in that and putting a sort of kaput to it. I don't know how, but I think that could be a legacy that he could have. And to be honest, if that did happen, it could be a good legacy to have. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Sorry, I didn't realise it'd be so political. I mean, I did check the thing, and then I didn't really... Oh, Paris Olympics, yeah. So I didn't really watch the Paris Olympics this year. I saw bits of it, but not as much as I would like to. I was sat there, though. I was at our lasses. A lot of it's on the BBC, and I don't have the BBC, because I refuse to pay for a TV licence. Again, I've talked a lot in this episode already about my cynicism of the media, and that includes the BBC, and I also just don't like the whole you're paying a TV license to fund this channel, which is then going to tell you how to. Yeah, no, I don't like that shit. So no, I don't really do the BBC, unfortunately, and that's my decision. You know what I mean? It means I miss out on the bloody Apprentice, because I love the Apprentice, and I love the Apprentice US as well. Going back to Trump, the Apprentice US is a great show. It wasn't easy to watch in the UK, but yeah, if you stayed up super late, you could watch it. Right, let's get this in and then figure this out. This is a mess, by the way. There's so much big stuff in this that I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in one. So why don't we just say we can't do it in one and just get it all done? There's way too much stuff. Let's get all the stuff that we just want to sell quickly. That's what we're going to do. There we go. So let's get rid of this and get rid of this. Sweet. Keep that. Anything we're going to sell, we're going to keep that. We're going to sell this sled. We don't need a sled, do we? We're going to sell these presents. We don't need more of these presents. Thank you very much. And these presents. Nice. I'm just going to throw a little bit of stuff on here. Ladders, yeah, sweet. If we can get them in. All this little stuff should go in. But we haven't even got an open chest. Do you know what I mean? It's just been a bit of a struggle, this one. So I'm like... Let's just get some stuff in. Oh man, I mean, look at how full that looks from there. The presents, them present boxes are really awkward. It does look very festive though, very festive. So yeah. Welcome to Grimm's YouTube, where we go from David Bowie to world conflict. But maybe that is my thing, you know. Maybe I'm not afraid to talk about stuff. I believe that I'm quite open to a conversation about stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like one way or the other. And I ask you guys as well, like relax in the chat and stuff. Do you know what I mean? There are people that see things both ways, and that's all right. And I don't think it's fence sitting either. I do have an opinion on it. I just don't need to sort of shout about that opinion, I guess, all the time. But yeah, when Labour first got in, I watched the first speech in Parliament, and my God, it was boring. It was so boring. I was like, finally, Finally, politics is boring again. Because guess what? Politics should be bloody boring. It shouldn't be a big news story all the time. It should just be. Sometimes it's all right to just be boring. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about it, anyway. Yeah. And then natural disasters is the fifth story. So the Paralympics was number 4. And number 5 is natural disasters, the climate change in action. Let's start these. There we go. Oh, we haven't done the presents. Okay. We've got a few chests in here. Got a load of chests in here. Is that how many chests I had in the back of my thing? Bloody hell, man. We should drop them off as well before we carry on, actually. Probably. Wait, come on now. Just do a little click there. Sweet. We'll bang this in. There we go. And I assume that went in. Sweet. And the other one's probably fallen in, I guess. Is that what's happened? Oh no, it's there, look. Sweet, well, let's go pick it up. Yeah. Can't get onto this very easy sometimes. It can be a little bit of a pain. Yeah, throw that in. Bang! Bang it. Yep, sweet. And then, oh, this chest as well. Bloody hell. All the chests, man. All the chests. Right, and then a screwdriver. Can't find it. It's dead. Don't worry. That's fine. Let's just move on. All these chests, man. Let's go and get all these into the locksmith. And maybe get the other ones out. And then we need to pick up all the rest of the stuff. But that should be fine at that point. That is a lot of space just in chests. Yeah, six chests. Wow. I don't think we've ever had that much in one go, have we? I know we took a lot last time. I'm expecting there to be like 4 or 5 here. But not 6. 6 is a lot, man. 6 is a lot. Right, hey up. How are we doing? Yeah, there's 5 there. Oh, no. And there's only 5 here. Huh? Huh? No empty slots. Yeah, right. There we go. And get you done. And get you done. It'll be because one of them's at the back of the wagon, I guess. I'm sure I counted 6. Yeah, there's another one. Look. Are you open? You're open. Nothing in you. Ah, it's no good, is it? No good. Okay, cool. Right, here we go. Let's open these chests and see if we get anything good in it. How exciting! How exciting! We did get something really good in the chest the other episode. Was that a gold bar or a notebook? Oh, the disappointment. You go from a gold bar to a notebook. And then yeah, the other big thing has been natural disasters, climate change. Natural disasters garnered 31 million media mentions. Oh, so that's how this list has been compiled. It's been by the amount of media mentions, which is fair enough. Natural disaster, because that's, I guess, what people are talking about and people are passionate about, or whether they're supporting people. And there has been some horrific stuff this year, hasn't there? Especially in the US, I think. Didn't you have another hurricane in Florida? It was pretty severe. There was big news, actually. That was on telly a lot. And then a Toy Space helmet. Well, that's a keeper. That's going to go on our table. Yeah, it was big news. And then they evacuated a lot of people, didn't they? And then it ended up not needing to evacuate because it wasn't as bad as they'd originally thought, which is great. We don't want it to be as bad as they thought. I do have a feeling, and this is, again, my personal opinion, but our lass does it, right? She has this thing where she gets real upset about stuff and really concerned about stuff. And I do feel like social media is making us bloody terrified of everything at the minute. And it feels like anything that's happening, it's not just like the normal news media. It's like we're doing it to ourselves. We're literally panicking ourselves. And then you get a lot of these TikTokers, especially, because our lass sends me them, and she's constantly saying, "Do I need to pack a thing in case of nuclear war?" And I'm like, "What? Why? Why would you need to do that?" And she's like, well, "In case there's because she lives near Heathrow, and she's convinced that Heathrow, if it happens, Heathrow will be one of the first targets." And I'm like, "Well, first of all, it's a passenger airfield, so it probably wouldn't be. Second of all, if a nuke bomb hits there, then you don't need to pack out. You're gone. Don't worry about it. I mean, oh, but what if it happens? We need to get away. No, it's just like it's okay. Like, don't live your life in fear, man. Because if you live your life in fear, you'll never live. You know? I wish we could put this on. Drive around in that all day. In the future update, guys, in the future update, 6 chests, look at that. So yeah, you can't live in fear of the media, but it does feel like we are creating even more fear than what the media has done by itself in the past, you know? At least that was sort of one outlet telling us, or multiple outlets telling us. Now anyone can pick up a camera and make you know, make something out of something for views a lot of the time, man, and that's what upsets me. That's what it is. It's for views. It's mad. It's scary. You know, it's really scary. I do think that there needs to be more control on that. Freedom of speech is one thing, but like panicking people and to panic everyone to the point where the normal media grabs hold of it and starts doing it, it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. Everything's always worse than it is now, and that's how it feels. It feels like everything's worse than it has to be, because we've got all these sort of people saying how bad it is and how it's not, how, you know, the world's going to end tomorrow or whatever. And I mean, it's happened for years, you know. Killer bees coming and all this sort of crap, you know. And this isn't to belittle. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sort of. I know that this has come from natural disasters, and natural disasters are one of those things that are horrific and you know, and do devastate families, etc., etc. But actually, I don't think the world needs to profiteer off that either. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I hate stuff like that. I hate stuff like that. I just want a chilled life. I just want a chilled life. I just want to laugh. I want to smile. I want to have a good time, and I want people to have a good time with me. That's all. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Too much to ask for. And that's not to say I'm not passionate about things and I don't have my views on things. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. At the same time, if you have a different view to me, it don't mean I'm going to hate you. There's a lot of that, man. I used to be like that. I used to be like that. I remember once when I was at university, there was me and my best friend were kind of opposing each other, because she was a big Conservative supporter, and I was a big Labour supporter, and our other friend was a big Liberal Democrat supporter, and this was the 2010 coalition nomination, and so I'm talking about how Labour should be in, and they're talking about theirs and stuff like that. And actually, we ended up like it was weird. We ended up saying, oh well, it'd be better if like me and the Conservative supporter tend against the Liberal Democrat supporter. But actually, it wasn't a cool conversation. It just ended up being quite sort of bitchy on my part, not on their part. It just ended up. If your answer is you're wrong, without any sort of I don't know, what's the word? Without any sort of. If the answer is you're wrong without any sort of reasoning or conversation, then you're in the wrong, really, ultimately. So there you go. Welcome. This is Grim, who sometimes, you know, talking about video games and computers and playing around and just chilling out playing a game, making these massive political statements, which aren't massive at all, which are completely nonchalant and fencing. But you know what? I'm all right. I'm all right with that. Just want to have a good time. You know, and genuinely, like, whichever way you sit, I'm cool with it. Do you know what I mean? It's fine by me. We can have a conversation about it one time. You know, like one-on-one, I guess. As opposed to my sort of, and I guess this is where I'm even being wrong now by even mentioning it, because I'm in a platform where we can't actually have that conversation. We can do it in the comments and blah blah blah, but right now I am literally dictating to you my opinions, which is maybe why it's important to remain on the fence. Oh, fancy wanker. Oh, I bet myself laugh. Sorry. There we go. Get this in. There's loads of stuff here. This has been a busy day, hasn't it? It's been a busy day. Well, we've just been talking about stuff. In my personal life, what's 2024 done? So we talked about global. Talk more about personal, shall we? Obviously the channel, man. Channel's been wicked. Oh, should we save personal for the next episode? Let's save personal for the next episode because it's like the day before New Year. So yeah, I'll talk about some of my sort of personal highlights in the next episode. So subscribe for that. Woo! There are a load of you watch this that aren't subscribed. Come on now. Help a Grim out. Help a Grim out. We are still aiming for 1,000 before New Year. It's not going to happen, but we are still aiming for it. Yeah, that was my aim when I first started, and I knew it was unachievable. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to do this. And people thought I was crazy. Like, people said, well, you shouldn't. You know, you'll just disappoint yourself and blah blah blah. Like, no, I'm gonna set an aim, and I'm gonna have a quality of a channel that can do this, right? And when I say quality, like, you know me, I'm not editing. I'm not doing loads of different stuff. You know, I'm not promoting it heavily on social media and all that. What I'm doing is what I can do, which is get content to you every day. And I promise myself I was going to get content to you every day, and I've delivered that. Yeah. There we go, legendary money bag. Money. Going back to The Apprentice, look. All full circle. My grandfather's clock was too old for the shelves, so it stood 90 years on the floor. Da 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 da. Sweet. Let's get these in. Nice. Probably have to dump them all. We'll get that. We'll get the piano in there, I'm sure. There we go. Has that stayed in? Lovely. Anything else around? No? All in? All aboard! Let's go. I think we can dump everything in and then take out our bits. Take out our bits that we want. Like broadsword and pumpkin. Everything else. Yeah, with a broadsword and pumpkin, I might head across the river. Sleep there tonight, I think. Sleep there tonight. Or maybe not. Maybe we're going to stay somewhere a little bit different. I don't know how many of you have been following this series. I don't know if you've watched every episode or not. But there is 4 places. Hang on. No, 5 places in the town you can sleep. 5 places. So you have your caravan that you start off in. You have your first house, which is our Halloween house. You have your second house, which is our music house. You have the mansion, which is banging, man. I love the mansion. Red wine, sock, piano we want out. That we want out. Helmet we want out. That we want out. That we want out. Sweet. And what's that? What was that? Oh, it's a money bag. Pumpkin rolled in. Rolled in. Stayed out that time. I want the clock as well, if I can get the clock. Sweet, everything else can sell, I think. Nice, let's throw this back in. Do we just go to the house around the corner? I guess we do. Let's go. Sweet. Clock. Nice, there's a couple of items on the other side as well. Make sure we get them. Whoop. Nice. Yeah, I like, you know, the channel's chill and everything, but at the same time, like, I'm quite happy to have a conversation about something more important at times. You know what I mean? I want this channel to be sort of just, I guess, a stream of consciousness, whatever that is, you know, and hopefully that's okay. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully that means that you don't know what you're gonna get every episode. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking about that. So thinking about, like, long term, like if this was to become like a job, and how I'd keep talking, because I'm already like, oh, am I telling the stories that I've already told? Am I repeating myself already? And I feel like I've not done a lot of it, but there's moments where I'm like, oh, have I said that before or not? And you know, that's why when I did Tavern Manager Simulator, I was like, right, this is gonna be a place where I share my drunken tales. Right, I'm going to tell stories of nights out where I've been drunk, someone else has been drunk, or we're going to share the stories of you subscribers that have done that. You know what I mean? And so that's going to be a place for us to, because of the theme of the simulator. It's a tavern. So I wrote down a load of things, a load of funny stories or anecdotes about times I've been out and times I've had, etc., etc. Whether it's, riding a roller coaster naked, which came up in one of the early episodes. A picture of that on the Discord as well. Ooh, and suddenly the Discord numbers go through the roof. No, they don't really. Let's go. Yeah, so I said there was 5 places. There's one other place. So there's Caravan, this house, the musical house, the manor house, and there's one other place you can sleep. So for those of you that have been watching intently all the way through, you'll know where that is. For the rest of you, follow me and I'll show you. Sweet. Okay, they're both in. Let's go check if we got that sword. Oh, I'm sorry for all the airs as well. By the way, I need to cut them out a bit. I do watch it back and I'm like, oh god, man, I need to relax the airs. This is new. Check it out. Come on now. It won't go anywhere though. Oh, it would. It'd go there. Sweet. Oh, I quite like it that way, actually. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful sword. Love this, man. This weapon wall. How are the kids? Yeah, they're fine. Sweet. Let's head on out. I do love this place. I'm gonna miss it. Cool. And we're gonna head to the 5th place to sleep. Ooh, where is it? Oh, riding around. I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. Robbie Williams have made a movie, hasn't he? Any old monkeys. So yeah, what I was saying is, I was thinking about how you can stay. So Cage is a guy that I really respect. Like, I think his channel is really cool. I don't watch it all the time. I watched him play TCG. I haven't really watched his survival stuff as much recently. Just it didn't grab me. But I think I really respect him as a content creator. I think he's a real chill guy who creates the type of content that I enjoy watching, which is just sort of chill. And he's one of many people that I watch, And he had... Oh, what am I doing? Oh, we're not staying here, are we? No, we're not. Going back this way. He had... He brings out daily videos, but he's been doing it for a long time, and he's got like 500,000 subscribers. And I'm like, how the hell do you do that? How the hell do you keep talking like this? Because I don't... These games, it's not just about the game. And I can do edits and all that sort of stuff, which Cage does do at times. I was staying in this hotel, by the way. Whoa! You can do edits and stuff like that, but actually, which room do we want? But actually, I was like, how do you keep coming up with stories? And I guess it's, you've got to keep yourself relevant. You've got to keep relevant in terms of listening to stories. You've got to keep yourself relevant in terms of listening to the news, listening to what's going on, listening to what's relevant, and being part of that. So yeah, there's a little thought I had, and I was like, could I do that? And I was like, I don't know. But you know what? If you're enjoying the episodes, that's all that really matters at the minute. So if you have enjoyed that, do let us know what you think. Keep the comments chill. I like to have a chilled out place. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, ta-ra!